Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's special live presentation. I am Ryan Levesque, Inc. 500 CEO of the Ask Method Company. I could not be more excited about what we're going to be talking about here today. We're going to get things going in just a moment, but before we do so, I want to make sure that you know that you are in the right place. You can hear me okay, you can see me okay. So you can head on over to the Q&A function inside of Zoom and let me know where in the world you are watching this from right now. I'd love to hear from you. We're going to be talking about how you can get your quiz funnel built in as little as just 3 days using what we're going to be covering here today in just a moment. But before we do that, I want to make sure we are all good to go. I'm going to hit the refresh button on my screen right here and make sure we are in the right place. Hello, Denisha, Simon, Dave in Carlsbad, Newell, Austin, Texas, Juliana in Connecticut. Hey, Jackie from Los Angeles. Hey, Dave, what's going on to you as well? I'm having a little bit of fun with my iPad here. Let's see if I can get that unfrozen. Let's see if we can do that right here. Let's see if we can do this right now like this. No, not doing that, not playing along. Try this one more time. Let's see if we can get this going. See if we can go, there we go, there we go. David in Calgary and Chip in Kansas City. How you doing, Travis? Tavish in New York City. Hey, Freddie. Hollywood, California. Manchester, says Claire. Thomas in Ireland. We got a great day. Is this recorded today and put up in our membership site? No, this is a live presentation here today. MNP Talk. Roger, Michelle, hey everybody. What's going on, Maria? Stacy, Iris, Chris, good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, we're using the Q&A here today in today's presentation. And one of the reasons why we do that is it allows us to stay focused. I can see all of your questions being submitted as they are submitted, but allows us to be focused and fully present here today. So speaking of being fully present and focused here today, I want to invite you to make sure that you turn off everything you got going on, turn off all your distractions, turn off all of your alerts, all your social media. Make sure you got someone to take some notes with so that you can be here fully present and using the content that we're going to be covering here today and are ready to go. So with that being said, I think we are ready to rock. Checking in on the team. I think we're good to go. Checking on a few things over here. Looks like we are ready to rock. With that being said, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this thing and let's dive right in. So we're going to be talking about how to explode the growth of your business in 2022 using the power of a quiz funnel, and specifically how to get your quiz done in as little as just 3 days through an extremely limited special opportunity that we're making available here today. It's a special early bird opportunity for those of you who have been maybe following along over the last few weeks and hearing us talk a lot about quizzes, a lot about getting your quiz done. For those of you who maybe have been saying, hey, I'd love to get this done, but I don't have the time. I just want to do this quick. How do I get this done fast? Well, we're going to talk about that a little bit later here today. In fact, we're going to cover what a quiz funnel is and how it's different from both a traditional online quiz and a traditional online funnel. We're going to cover 3 types of quiz funnels to choose from and how to decide which one is right for you. We're going to go through dozens of real-life examples in all sorts of different markets. We're going to go through some B2B examples, B2C examples, some brand new examples that have just been released here in 2022 over the last few weeks. Digital products, affiliate marketing, e-com, coaching, consulting, lead gen, local business, and more. We're going to cover the 5 biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to creating a quiz and the things that you must avoid doing. We're going to go through a case study that's getting 43-cent leads that's been responsible for generating over $1 million in revenue. Plus, we're going to take a sneak peek inside the technology, plus a secret gift worth over $10,000 to help you get started here today. Now, before we dive right in, I want to let you know that this is for you if you sell physical products in an e-commerce setting. This is for you if you sell digital products like courses, memberships, or software. This is for you if you are an affiliate marketer and you're selling other companies' products as an affiliate. If you're in the client services business, in other words, if you do any sort of coaching, consulting, if you're an agency, if you're a freelancer, if you are looking to do any sort of local marketing. In other words, if you focus on a local geographic area, if you do any sort of lead gen, B2B, B2C, or you are a total beginner right now, starting completely from scratch, this is for something for you to be working on and go from there. Now, this is for you if you sell more than one product, if you sell one product or service, if you want to quickly grow your audience or email list, you want to generate cheap, highly profitable leads, you're looking for a new way to generate clients and customers online, you're simply looking for a proven step-by-step process that you can model, or all of the above or some of the above. All right. Now, with that being said, let's please begin by starting with our first question of the day, which is, what is a quiz funnel exactly? I think it's important that we set the stage and that we talk about what a quiz funnel is, just so we can kind of understand what we're talking about in today's conversation here today. So what is a quiz funnel? Well, when someone lands on your website, it's when you begin by asking a series of questions to better understand their situation so they can really customize the product or offer or message you put in front of someone based on their situation. Now, I think it's best understood and best explained with an example, like, for example, this one right here. This is a golf example in the golf market, and you can see right here, this is a landing page that you can drive traffic to from Facebook or Google or YouTube or Pinterest or Instagram or LinkedIn or any of the places that you might drive traffic to your business online. And you can see right here, it's a page that says, has a video that says, if you are a golfer, one of the things that we've learned is that every golfer suffers from one of 10 big mistakes in their golf swing. And it's what we call a swing killer. We can help diagnose what your single biggest swing killer is for free in under 60 seconds. All you need to do is click the button below, answer a few simple questions, and we'll see you in just a moment, not only with the results of this fun little assessment, but what you should do about it based on those results. And we follow a path that looks a little something like this, and then ultimately a video that delivers the results of this assessment and the next steps, segueing into, in this case here, a training program around improving your golf swing. Here's an example of a physical product, the weight loss type quiz. Similar model, except in this one here, there's no video. It's just a page that looks like this, followed by a series of questions, and then ultimately segueing into one of several different products designed to help you lose weight. In this case here, a physical e-commerce product, a weight loss supplement designed to help you lose weight. Here's another example of a quiz funnel in action. This one here is a local business. You can see right here, this is a real estate group that uses a home sellability score to get real estate clients. Is now really the right time to sell your home? Take the quiz to find out now. Attract, diagnose, and prescribe. In this case here, this quiz is designed to drive people to book a phone appointment with a local real estate agent. So now that's what a quiz funnel is, but you might be asking, but why quiz funnels? Like, why go through the trouble of asking people a series of questions like this to diagnose and prescribe and put them into one of several buckets? Well, there are a few reasons, a few big reasons why this is so effective. And one of those reasons is, number one, incredibly cheap leads. Incredibly cheap leads. You can see right here that you're able to often get leads at 1/3 to 1/10 the cost using this approach. Like, for example, you can see here Maston Kipp. In his quiz, he was able to go from $6 a lead to 76 cents a lead when he switched to using a quiz funnel for generating leads for his business. You can see right here, this is Beryl Young. She was able to go from $1.67 to 14 cents per lead in the photography market on the back of her quiz funnel. And this is Sean Penrod. He was able to go from $2.59 to 23 cents per lead. Now, you might be wondering, why is that? Why are you able to get such cheap leads? Well, there are two reasons. Number one, quizzes, when done well, are something that are very shareable. So after someone takes your quiz and they get the results, they will often share it with their friends, their family, their colleagues, and all that viral traffic is completely free. So that's reason number one. And then reason number two is when you advertise, when you post either organically or through paid traffic on a platform like, say, Facebook or Pinterest or Instagram or LinkedIn or any one of these channels, what happens is people will comment in the post. They'll comment in the Facebook post and say, oh, my results are type A or type B or type C or whatever it may be. And when Facebook sees all of the comments in that post and all the likes and all the loves and all the shares that happen when this happens, Facebook says, hey, this is great content. Let's expand the organic reach. Let's share this and show this with more people, which is more free traffic. So the net result is that it drives down your cost to acquire a lead by anywhere from 1/10 to 1/3 to 1/10 the cost. But that's just the first reason. Reason number two why ClickFunnels is not only do you get incredibly cheap traffic, but you get incredibly high conversion as well. And you see, the reason here is because after someone takes your quiz, you can customize your copy, your content, even the offer that you might put in front of someone. You can often double to triple your sales conversion rate on the back of this quiz. And we see this time and time again. Like, for example, here's a company, Snack Nation. They decided to do a test with a quiz, and they were able to go from $3,000 a month to over $10,000 a month in revenue on the back of the quiz, and have since switched everything to this model in their business. Here's another example. This is Gabby Rass and her business in the horse training market. She was able to go from $10,000 to $20,000 a month when she switched everything over to her quiz. Here's another example. This is Janine Samuels. In the cheerleading market, you can see she went from $126,000 to $238,000 per year when she applied this methodology to her business. So you get, number one, incredibly cheap leads. Number two, incredibly high conversion, but it gets even better. Reason number three is incredibly fast results. You're able to get results incredibly fast. This isn't one of these strategies that takes a long time to see results. In fact, you can get results in as little as less than 30 days by applying this in your business. You can see right here, this is a quiz, Why You Still Single, created by Jamal Miller in the Christian singles market. And he was able to get over 10,000 people to take this quiz in less than 2 weeks, in less than 14 days. Using this approach. Here's another example in the parenting market. What's your parenting style? This one's in the Hispanic market, the Spanish-speaking market. This is Luis Carlos and his wife Gabby, and they were able to get this. I mean, this number is incredible. Every time I see it, it always just blows me away. Over 1 million opt-ins in less than 10 days. 1 million people took this quiz in less than 10 days. You can see the results right here, the screenshot of their quiz account right here. But you don't need big numbers to get big results. Here's an example of a much smaller quiz that got some pretty incredible numbers. This is Dr. Tanji Watkins. Tanji was a doctor, a medical doctor, and after COVID hit, she decided that she wanted to do a career change and created a quiz. What's your success alignment score? With a little bit of help from our team to get this launched. And she got over 5,000 people to take the quiz in less than 30 days. Now, the cool thing is, she is someone who started with no business. So she had no business, no website, no product, no nothing. She said, all right, I'm going to use a quiz. I heard about the power of a quiz to build a pre-launch list. And she launched a coaching business on the back of this quiz in the career coaching space. And you can see right here, she got over 5,000 people to take her quiz. And in her first month in business on the back of this quiz, made over $20,000 using this approach. So you get incredibly cheap traffic, incredibly high conversion, incredibly fast results. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is this: why ClickFunnels? Well, at the end of the day, a quiz is something that you can use to better sell and better serve. This is not just one of those time-wasting quizzes that you heard about on BuzzFeed or something like that. This is really a way to start a conversation where you are not only better selling, but better serving your market. You're asking questions to, just like a doctor, diagnose a person's situation so you can better sell and better serve. Now, you win, but more importantly, your customer wins. And I'll show you an example of what this looks like in action. So this is Dana Abraham, and this is Dana and her husband, Jason, the kiddos in the back seat. Dana helps parents with outside-the-box kids, so kids who have maybe struggled in school or been diagnosed with a learning disability. And Dana launched a quiz to help serve this market. She got over 10,000 people to take the quiz in her first 14 days launching this quiz. It resulted in making over $1 million in less than 12 months on the back of this quiz. But more importantly is the feedback she's gotten from her market, which is, you have changed my life. You've changed my life. So with all this, you might be wondering, why now? Why is this the time to be doing this? Why does it make sense to be doing this right here, right now, based on the world that we live in? Well, the reason for that is, with everything that's happened in the world, you've probably heard about all the changes taking place online. Like, for example, Facebook now being Meta, the fact that Google has rolled out their Performance Max system, the fact that Apple has rolled out their iOS 14 and iOS 15 operating systems, and the fact that the world has changed. And what used to work and used to be true a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago is no longer the case. The fact that you need to take control of your own data, the fact that you need to have what's called a zero-party data strategy, where you are not only relying on the big platforms to generate traffic in your business, but you need to acquire data that you yourself own. This zero-party data, the information that users volunteer and share with you, so that you can not only serve the right people and serve the people at the absolute highest level in your market, but that you can absolutely target the right people, that you can find the right people. The targeting options may have disappeared from Facebook, the targeting options may have disappeared from Google, but by using the power of zero-party data, asking questions and gathering all that useful quiz data, you can market to people in an incredibly powerful way, in a way that has never been more important than right here, right now, today. Now, with all that being said, this is not something that just came up out of nowhere. This is something that we in our company and with the clients that we serve have been refining for really the better part of the last decade. In fact, it all got started in a very interesting way. If we look at the screen right here, you'll see it all got started in a very simple way. This is a photo of me from 2008 when I first started my business, and 2018, 10 years later, the first year that we had hit $10 million in our business. And, my goal growing up was very simple. I grew up working class as the first in my family to go to college. I studied neuroscience at the Ivy League level at Brown University. I've always been really interested and sort of obsessed with human psychology and the brain. After college, I worked in finance on Wall Street in New York City, and then later Shanghai, China. And then the world financial crisis hit in 2008, and I was forced to basically, the company I was working for was about to go out of business, and I decided to leave that career and start my own business. And my big goal was to make $10,000 a month. And you can see here that 10-year challenge back in 2018. I shared, my goal was $10,000 a month in 2008, and in 2018 was the first year that we had hit $10 million using what you're going to be learning about here today in today's session. And the way that it all happened was it all started by going into 23 different weird niche markets. I went into markets like Scrabble tile jewelry market, orchid care market, memory training markets, and then all sorts of other weird and wonderful markets using the power of quiz funnels. My first month in business back in November of 2008, I made $370. It wasn't a lot to start with, but within 18 months, I was making $24,000 a month. And then within 3 years, I was making over $117,000 a month. And we did it by building these audiences using the power of quiz funnels of 78,000 people, 100,000 customers, 260,000 subscribers, 30,000 customers, 535,000 subscribers, 116,000 customers. All across these markets, we generated an email list of over 4.1 email subscribers. And then from there, we decided to begin teaching this to other people. We built an Inc. 500 education company. That's the reason why we're all here today, called the Ask Method Company, teaching people how to do this step by step and working with clients and students to implement this quiz funnel strategy in their business to launch and grow businesses step by step. We're a 5-time Inc. 5000 company. What that means is we've been one of the fastest growing companies in America for the last 5 years. We were recently named the number 7 fastest growing company in Austin, Texas, the number 50 fastest growing education company in the entire country. And then from there, we co-founded and built a software technology company to provide the technology for implementing these quiz funnels step by step. We've built an AI-driven quiz funnel technology used by over 30 million people worldwide. We've had over 12,000 quiz funnels built on our platform, over 200 million data points collected annually. We've made tens of millions of dollars as a result of this in our business. We generate over $1 million a month selling everything from digital information products, affiliate marketing, coaching and consulting revenue, e-commerce products, software and memberships. It's a story that's been featured all over national and international media, from the Wall Street Journal to the Harvard Business Review to Entrepreneur Magazine and much, much more. But most importantly, we've been able to build this business, my wife and I, not compromising our values and not compromising our priorities. This is our family right here, is our 2 boys, Henry and Bradley. They're at camp right now, learning how to create comics. They'll be home soon. We've been able to just build an incredible family and travel the world and, homeschool our kids and do all the things that are really important to us. And all the while build an incredible team of men and women around the world who have just been serving our clients at the absolute highest level. We've done some really cool things. We built a school in Africa. We're one of Kiva.org's largest partners, providing micro financing to entrepreneurs around the world in all sorts of corners of the globe that don't have access to things like the internet and electricity and clean drinking water. And there are dozens of real people who have done this in all sorts of different markets, like Charlie Wallace, who built a quiz that took him from nothing to $2.2 million a year in the guitar market, working with our team, working with our technology, named one of entrepreneurs, top 10 entrepreneurs under the age of 30, doing all sorts of cool things. Dr. Steve Siskin and Buck Risby, you can see Buck right here, building a quiz that's, took him from literally nothing, just starting from scratch, over $12 million a year. E-commerce businesses like Snack Nation, over $24 million a year now. Affiliate marketers like Jeff Radich and Mark Stockman, over $1 million a month on the back of their quiz. Best-selling authors like Michael Hyatt, building the platform assessment, over $200,000 a month. Entrepreneurs like Amy Porterfield doing $5 million launches using the power of this quiz funnel strategy. People like Jamal Miller going from $17 an hour to $500,000 a year. Neil Gordon literally driving for Lyft to now making over $100,000 a month. But more important than any of those stories is what we're here for here today, and that is you. This is all about you. Today is all about you. My goal is simple. I would love nothing more than for you to be in a position to be able to take this information here today and completely transform your business and transform your life. Whether your goal is to make $10,000 a month like it was for me when I first started my business, or $10 million a year, or anywhere in between. But the reason why more people don't get results like the ones that we just took a minute to look at here, which hopefully are inspiring to you to show you it's possible, all comes down to 5 big mistakes. And what I want to invite you to do here right now today is to take a piece of paper out. Go ahead, take a piece of paper out, something to jot some notes with. Piece of paper to go through this step by step as we walk through these big mistakes and what to do differently instead. Beginning with mistake number 1, and that is the wrong process. So the first big reason why people don't get results like the ones that we've looked at here today is because they don't follow the right process when it comes to designing, creating, and launching a quiz funnel like the ones that we're going to be looking at here today. Now, every process in life, in general, does best when you create and follow a blueprint, right? You start with a blueprint that looks like this, you end up with a house that looks like that. If you skip the blueprint stage, if you skip that design stage, you run the risk of building a house that looks like this. So look at the screen right there. What do you see there? You see that this is a staircase that leads to nowhere, right? Staircase that leads to nowhere. And I can't tell you how many times I see people who create a quiz that's the equivalent of a staircase that leads to nowhere. So every strategy should follow a blueprint that looks like this. And every successful quiz funnel follows the same flow. It's what we call the quiz creation flow. And it looks like this. You've got a step that's designed to welcome people to your quiz that we call the attract step, followed by a series of questions that are designed to diagnose a person's situation, whereby you give them an outcome based on the results of their quiz that's designed to prescribe the best next step to them. So look at the words on the bottom of the screen: attract, diagnose, and prescribe. In marketing terms, we call this the hook, the bridge, and the offer. And if you're more of a visual person like I am, it looks a little something like this. You've got a page that looks like this, followed by a series of questions, and then ultimately an offer that looks like this. Now, this is the order in which your market experiences your quiz, but it's not the order in which you build your quiz. You want to build that quiz in a specific order. Any guesses where you begin? Well, you begin over here. You want to begin with the end in mind. You want to start with your offer, the thing that you ultimately want to sell people after your quiz, build with the end in mind, and then move to the hook that's going to attract people to take your quiz, followed by completing the trifecta by building the bridge in the middle. So we've got our attract, diagnose, prescribe, hook, bridge, offer. And that takes us to mistake number 2, which is the wrong offer. So first and foremost, what is an offer exactly? Well, an offer is when you are putting together something to sell to people in the context of a quiz funnel. An offer is the thing that you want to invite people to buy. It's that next step that you want people to take, whether it's to buy your product, to attend your webinar, to join your challenge, join your community, sign up for your membership, book a call with you. You want to start with that thing that you want people to do in the end. Now, the name of the game after a quiz is to sell something to people who take your quiz. Again, this is not one of these time-wasting quizzes, not one of these BuzzFeed quizzes that you may have seen. What Disney character is your dog? That's not what we're talking about here. What we're trying to do is attract, diagnose, and prescribe. Now, in the back of a quiz, you can sell everything from an e-commerce product to a digital product to, inviting people to apply or join your coaching, consulting, agency, or freelancing practice. If you're a local small business like a gym owner or a real estate agent or an insurance agent or a financial planner, if you're looking to generate leads, whether it's a B2B business or a B2C business. And by the way, if you've got no product right now and you're watching this, you're like, how does this apply to me? No problem. In fact, one of the most powerful things you can do with a quiz is you can use it to build a pre-launch list. So if you're starting completely from scratch and you've got like no audience, you've got no business, no website, no nothing, you can do exactly what Dr. Tanji did and build a pre-launch list. And she's the woman who went from nothing to $20,000 in her very first month. Now, if you're not sure what to sell, you can use that pre-launch list to figure that out. You can also sell other people's products as an affiliate. This is a great strategy. It's a great fast path to cash. In fact, one of the fastest path to cash is to simply go online, find a product that you can sell through a marketplace like ClickBank or Hotmart or one of these other ones out there, and find a product category that you're interested in, say health and fitness, find the best-selling products in that industry, and then create a quiz that recommends the right product based on a person's situation. Just like this example right here, you can see here's one of our clients creating a quiz, asking a series of questions, attract, diagnose, and prescribing the right weight loss product based on the answers to that quiz. And this is quite simply a quiz that drives people to one of several different affiliate offers. And we have people who use this approach to get their very first sale ever, using exactly what we're talking about here. First sale ever, first sale using this approach step by step. So that's what to offer, but the bigger question is, how do you present the offer? In other words, so once you figured out what you're going to sell, how do you present it on the back of a quiz? Well, there are two parts to this, and they're what we call the Band-Aid and the Cure, and it goes like this. The Band-Aid is what you deliver for free on the back of your quiz. That's the value you are providing. In other words, the quiz results that you give people, like this golf example right here, represents the Band-Aid. It's something of value. It's a useful but incomplete solution to the person's needs. So it's valuable information, but it creates demand for that thing that you really want to sell, which is your cure, your paid product or service. Now, the reason why we do this is because before people take your quiz, people don't know that they need your cure. People are not walking around thinking that they need to sign up for your coaching program or buy your product. They might not even know that your product even exists. They don't know that they need your cure. They think they need the Band-Aid. So here are examples of the Band-Aid cure paradigm. Like, for example, here's an example of a $100 offer, less than $100 offer, selling men's face wash and moisturizer. This is Bob's Face Cream. He has a quiz. What skincare mistakes are you making? Take the quiz to find out now. Here's Ricky. She sells life insurance. This is sort of like a $1,000-ish price point. She has a quiz. What type of life insurance is right for you? You can see here's Adrian. He has an online fitness coaching business, sells programs in the thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. He's got a quiz. What's your body's strength index? So once you've nailed down the offer, the thing that you're selling, that then takes us to mistake number 3, which is the wrong hook. Remember, the hook is the thing that attracts people to take your quiz. So let's define what a hook is. What is a hook exactly? A hook is sort of like the marketing angle that's designed to attract people to take the quiz in the first place. And when it comes to a quiz, it is all about the hook. It is truly all about the hook. And every hook in a quiz funnel is made up of 2 parts. The first part is what we call your quiz topic. Now, your topic could be quite literally anything under the sun. It could be biohacking. It could be female empowerment. It could be surface pattern design, leadership development, hair extensions, dating and relationships, wealth management, metabolic reset, and so on and so forth. Basically, any topic where you help people solve a problem is a great option for a quiz. For example, if you're in the health market, you could help people lose weight or get fit. Wealth market, help people make or save money. Relationships, help people with a partner or child themselves. A hobby market is great. How to get better at a sport, music, musical instruments, and arts. Any sort of hobby is a great opportunity. So your quiz topic could quite literally be anything under the sun. But the second part to your hook is really broken down into one of three possible quiz frameworks. So unlimited number of topics, only 3 quiz frameworks. And we're going to go through a quick exercise right now where I want to invite you, as I go through these 3 quiz frameworks, to identify which one you think might make the most sense for the quiz that you're working on right now, or that you're thinking about building, or the business that you're thinking about using your quiz to support. So 3 quiz frameworks, beginning with framework number 1, what we call a type quiz. A type quiz is where you put people into different categories based on their type. Like this example right here. This is a quiz created by Proactive that we did some work with a few years ago, designed to identify what's your body's skin type. Take the quiz to find out now. Attract, diagnose, and prescribe. Now in this case here, Proactive is using this quiz to recommend the right skincare product for you based on your skin. If you've got dry skin or oily skin, or if you've got a skin condition like acne, recommending the right skincare product for you. Here's another example. What's your public speaker type by Neil Gordon? There are 5 different types of public speakers. Which one are you? Attract, diagnose, and prescribe. Now, on the back of this quiz, this is insane, and I teased this a little bit earlier, but Neil has been able to take his business to over $100,000 a month, 6 figures per month. And it wasn't that long ago that he was literally driving for Lyft. In fact, he reached out to us and wrote to our customer service desk not that long ago to share the success and what he's been able to do. Here's another type quiz. This is Buck Risby's weight loss type quiz, attract, diagnose, and prescribe. Based on your weight loss type, they'll recommend the right weight loss supplement for you. This little quiz that you see here generates over $7,000 a day in e-commerce revenue using this approach. And this is Buck sharing his story on stage at one of our in-person events not that long ago. And that takes us to the second quiz framework, which is what we call a killer quiz. Killer quiz is a little bit different. A killer quiz is where you help people identify the biggest mistake that they're making in their life, holding them back from getting the results that you help people with in your business. So you can see an example of a killer quiz right here. What's your number 1 retirement mistake? This is a financial planner that has a quiz. What's your number 1 retirement mistake? Attract, diagnose, and prescribe. Using this to generate appointments for a financial planning firm. This is the Guitar Progress Killers quiz by Charlie Wallace, whom I shared with you a moment ago. Attract, diagnose, prescribe. Using a quiz to identify your biggest guitar mistake, holding you back from getting to that next level. On the back of this quiz, Charlie went from nothing to over $2.2 million per year using this quiz. The golf quiz that we looked at the very beginning of our time here together. Attract, diagnose, and prescribe. Identifying the biggest golf swing killer. By the way, this quiz here led to this company here, Revolution Golf, started by 3 guys literally in a bar who were chatting and saying, hey, we should teach people how to play golf online. It led to a little company called NBC reaching out to them to buy their company. And this quiz was responsible for increasing the value of the business by over 100x. So if you've ever thought about possibly selling your business someday, by building this incredibly valuable data that you're gathering through the quiz, it can increase the value of your company tremendously, just like it did for the case of Revolution Golf right here. So it takes us to the third quiz framework, which is what we call a score quiz. A score quiz is a little bit different. A score quiz is where you evaluate where someone is on a spectrum of success. So you're helping people identify where they are relative to where they should be, where they could be, and help identify the gap between where they are right now and where they want to go, and how to close the gap and improve their score. One of the most famous examples of this is the real age test. You've probably seen this before. Your body, your birth certificate might say that you're 55 years old or 65 years old, but what is your, how old is your body? Do you have the body of a 65-year-old or the body of a 75-year-old or a 55-year-old? Take this assessment to find out now. And this little quiz that you see right here, what's insane is that over 43 million people have taken this test online. That shows you the power of a well-designed quiz funnel. Dr. Tanji's success alignment score, attract, diagnose, and prescribe. Here's a score-based quiz. Again, Dr. Tanji is the woman who went from nothing to $20,000 a month using this quiz that you see right here. Completely starting from scratch, no business, no product, no experience, nothing, just working with our team to design, create, and launch the quiz and build it step by step. Here's another example, the Digital Readiness Score by Dev Basu, attract, diagnose, and prescribe. Here's a digital marketing agency that uses a quiz to get digital marketing clients by assessing how digitally ready the business is going from an offline to an online paradigm. You can see the results here. This helped Dev grow his business by over 150%. So the question is, what type of quiz is right for you? Type, killer, or score? Take a moment to maybe jot down whatever initial idea you have. Are you thinking type? Are you thinking killer? Are you typing score? In fact, let's do this. Let's go to the Q&A inside the Zoom and let me know, what are you thinking? First blush, first guess. You thinking you might do a type quiz, killer quiz, score quiz? Do you have ideas for all the above? Head on over to the Q&A inside of Zoom and let me know which best describes you. I see a few of us here. Tavish says type. Maria says score. Zubin says all the above. Denisha, killer and score. Mary says killer. Diana says type and killer. Stacy says killer. Martin says score. Claire, killer. Barrett says score. And I have ideas for all the above. Iris says type. Pre-type and killer. Dan, type quiz for real estate. Awesome. Robin, all the above. Natalie says, all the above, exclamation point. Thomas, killer. Tatiana, score, type. Marag, Dennis, score. Dale, type. Score. Michelle, all the above. Sylvia says all of them. So I love the ideas that are coming through. I imagine you're starting to hopefully percolate some possible ideas in your mind for what you might do for your first quiz using this paradigm. All right. So once you've kind of identified what type is right for you, you might be asking yourself, how do you know which one to go with? Well, the answer is you have to ultimately test. I mean, that's the process. And we have a process that we use when we work with clients to help test the idea before you actually build it to make sure that the quiz you're building is one that your market is going to respond to. It's going to be a winner right out of the gate. And that takes us to mistake number 4, which is asking the wrong questions. So of course, once you've come up with your offer, once you've identified your hook, the third piece of the puzzle is to close the gap with this bridge, the questions that you're asking. And when it comes to coming up with the right questions, there's a process, just like everything else. You want to start by brainstorming the right question structure, putting things into different buckets like you see right here, mapping those questions to your outcomes. And there are a few best practices when it comes to coming up with your questions, and they are as follows. First things first, you want to use the power of micro commitments. What that means is one question per screen. You don't want to ask for a whole bunch of information all at once. You always want to start with the grease the wheels question, which is a simple, non-threatening question that's designed to start the conversation. You can think about your quiz as being like a conversation. You always want to end with a lead capture question, so you always want to end by asking for a person's contact information. And then the sweet spot in terms of the number of questions is between 5 and 12. How do we know this? How do we know that that's a sweet spot? We know this because we have access to over 200 million data points, over 12,000 quiz funnels built on our platform. So we know which quizzes are most successful, and they all fall within this paradigm. They all fall within this sweet spot range of 5 to 12 questions inside the quiz. Now, speaking of platform, speaking of technology, that takes us to mistake number 5, which is using the wrong tool for the job. Now, there's a slide that I always show here that always, makes me cringe a little bit and makes me chuckle. This person right here, just working so hard to make a hole in the wall, clearly using the wrong tool for the job. And I can't tell you how many times I see people make this mistake when it comes to trying to create their quiz. And you can see right here, when it comes to quiz, building a quiz, there are a few different sort of places that people tend to naturally think about. So one place they think about using survey software. Now, survey software is great for market research and data and analytics, but it's not going to give you the output that you need for creating a high-performing, high-converting quiz funnel. So people then start thinking about, well, maybe I'll just use a form creator, which is great for creating beautiful forms, but they're designed to be beautiful, not to be designed, not to be high converting. People will then say, well, I'll just use a funnel building tool, which is great for a one-size-fits-all funnel. Oftentimes, these tools have what we call a fake quiz functionality. You know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen and taken those quizzes before where you go online and it's like, wait, everyone gets the same answer. It looks like a quiz, but it's like one of those cheap Asian knockoffs that's not the real thing, but it kind of looks like it on the surface. And the last thing that you want to do is create a fake quiz. There's no faster way to erode trust in your market than to have a fake quiz. And so people will say, well, what about one of those viral quiz creators, like the ones that BuzzFeed uses, which is great for creating, those what Disney character are you quizzes, but they're not going to get you customers. They're designed to get you clicks, not clients. Now, the one thing that every single one of the examples we've looked at all have in common is this. They all use the exact same technology to build their quiz. And that's a technology called Bucket.io, quizzes that convert. So now that we've covered all this, what I want to do is I want to bring it all together with a case study, because the question is this: what happens when you put it all together? What happens when you've got the right process, the right hook, the right questions, the right offer, and the right technology? Well, let's take a look at a case study in action. So we are a business that does a lot with quizzes across all the different markets we're involved in. And it wasn't that long ago that we were launching a brand new product in our business, like you might be doing. You might be thinking about launching something new. And for us, that product was a book called Choose. Now, the challenge with this launch was that, I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of books available online, right? Like you've got something like Amazon has something like 1 million books for sale on the website itself. So, there are a few product categories that are as competitive as selling a book. So we asked ourselves, how are we going to compete in a hyper-competitive market like that? How are we going to stand out? Well, we said, well, what if we use a quiz funnel? So that's exactly what we did. We created a quiz funnel following the exact same paradigm that we touched on here in this session. So created a quiz, as you can see right here: attract, diagnose, and prescribe. And the quiz looks a little something like this. Take this free quiz to find out what type of business you should start. We ask a series of questions, just like the ones that you see here, all designed to diagnose and prescribe the right situation, the right solution. In this case here, what type of business should you start? Your result is MBPF. To find out what that means and get a free report plus a video explaining your results, enter your email in the space below. Then on the next page, we give people the results and explain what that means, i.e. giving people the Band-Aid, so that way we can introduce our cure, the paid product or service, in this case, a book that we want to sell. So what are the results? Well, let's take a look. You can see the results right here inside this quiz. We've done over 150,000 opt-ins in like a less than 60-day, roughly a 60-day period. We have upwards of 71% opt-in rate, all on cold traffic. You can see here with the results inside of social media, mentioned sort of those comments that you get, those likes, those loves. You can see here, this one post alone on Facebook, look at that, shared over 460 times. And this is just one of many posts. And you can see the comments, the feedback. This is exactly the type of business that I envisioned. This video helped clear the vision of my final destination. So lots of great feedback. And look at the numbers. Getting leads at less than 43 cents cost per lead on the back of this quiz. Now, if you do the math, you say, well, 1,663 leads, which is what we're doing here on this screenshot, times 365 days, well, that's like 600,000 leads in the course of a year. And in case you're wondering how many customers we've generated on the back of this quiz, we've generated over 34,000 paying customers. These are people who have bought our books, bought our trainings, bought the other things that we sell in the back of that. 34,000 paying customers, all on the back of one single quiz. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, what's a list like this worth? Well, if you're to sell other products and services to this list, you've heard the expression, the money is in the list. Well, let me show you exactly why that's true. We recently did an affiliate promotion for a product to a segment of that list, not even to the entire list, just to a segment of that list. And we were able to sell 273 copies of a $2,000 product, making over $547,000 in revenue. Now, remember I told you the power of being an affiliate marketer, selling other people's products as an affiliate? Well, we do this here in our business. We generated over $219,000 in commission selling this product in this market. And you can see right here, we were the #1 affiliate in this particular promotion. This was the launch. So we were the #1 affiliate, beating out, you can look at some of the other names on that list, beating out other people with much bigger businesses, much bigger followings, much bigger audiences. And we did it in a way that allowed us to serve the right content, the right offer, the right product to the right people on our list. And when you add it all up together, we generated $219,000 in commission. Because, again, this was a launch, there was a $100,000 cash first place prize, and we won that prize. $100,000 cash, $319,000 in commission. That's money in our pocket in just a 5-day promotion. That's the power of what a well-designed, high-converting quiz funnel can do for you and your business. So what's the secret? How do you do that? How do you get results like that? Well, the secret is simple. You combine the right hook with the right questions and the right offer, and that's it. Now, speaking of questions, you might have some questions. You might say, well, how do you come up with a viral hook and a big idea behind your quiz that gets those kind of results? How do you test that idea before actually building out your quiz? Like, where do you send people? How do you come up with that viral offer designed to convert quiz traffic specifically? How do you come up with the right questions to bridge your hook and your offer? How do you decide what quiz framework to use for your quiz? How do you come up with your Band-Aid and your cure to transition between them? And how do you get all those quiz leads to convert into paying customers immediately? And then how do you set up all the tech the right way to build your own customer getting machine, just like the versions that we've looked at here today? Well, you've got two options. Option number one, you can take everything we've covered here today in the time that we spent together, and you can go ahead and you can implement it on your own. What I've given you here today is the blueprint. Or, for those of you who are interested, you can do what every single one of the examples I've shared with you here today made the decision to do. And that is to work directly with our team to create, build, and launch your very own high-converting quiz funnel. And I want to tell you about a brand new special opportunity available here today. Now, if you remember at the very beginning of our conversation, I teased you with the promise of being able to create your very own quiz funnel in as little as 3 short days. Well, what I want to share with you here today is what that opportunity is, how it works, and how you can get your very own quiz funnel, just like every single one of the examples we looked at here today, done in as little as 3 short days. And it's through something called the Quiz Funnel Bootcamp, a 3-day live virtual experience where you work together with me and our team to create, design, and launch your very own quiz funnel step by step and have it finished in as little as 3 short days. And what I want to walk you through is how this bootcamp works, everything you get access to, and some of the extra stuff that you might be interested finding out what you get when you join us at this special live opportunity. In fact, let me give you a taste of what we're covering and how this 3-day experience works. In day 1, we work with you to design and come up with your quiz hook. In fact, we start by coming up with the big idea behind your quiz. We're actually going to come up with your hook together. We're going to cover how to come up with a quiz that attracts buyers, not a bunch of freebie seekers, how to create a catchy name and title so that it stands out, how to create a quiz that people not only take but share with their friends. In other words, how to systematically create a quiz that's so good that it takes your market by storm and goes completely viral. Then we dial in your quiz offer. We're going to cover how to create an irresistible offer on the back of your quiz, how to use that Band-Aid cure transition, what to do if you're selling a digital versus a physical product, what to do if you're selling a service, someone else's product as an affiliate, or if you're just looking to use your quiz to build your email list. We're going to cover how to build a quiz for a product that doesn't quite fit them all, plus the 9 secret elements of an irresistible post-quiz offer and how to make sure that your offer checks off each of these 9 boxes and much, much more. Next up, on day 2, we're going to shift our attention to creating your quiz questions. We're going to come up with the right questions to both diagnose a person's situation and simultaneously create demand for your product or service. The 5 types of questions that you should always ask, plus the 3 questions that you should never ask in your quiz. We're going to cover the optimal number of questions, the optimal length of your questions, the optimal number of answers for each of your questions. And this is all based on real data. It's all based on analyzing over 200 million data points from over 12,000 quiz funnels created through our platform. We're going to cover the psychology behind question sequencing. In other words, how you should sequence your questions and in what order. How to come up with good questions and outcomes when your diagnosis part is a little trickier and a little bit more nuanced. We're going to cover the difference between question scoring and mapping and how to put people into different buckets based on their quiz answers, plus the 7 biggest mistakes people make with quiz questions and how to avoid the single most common trap of overcomplicating your quiz, and much, much more. Then on day 3, we shift attention to creating your quiz pages. We're going to cover step-by-step how to create and structure your landing page to convert like crazy, your lead capture page to get people giving you their contact information in exchange for their results, your outcome page where you actually deliver your results and transition from giving people the outcome of their quiz and creating desire and demand for the product or service you're selling, whether that's getting them to buy right then and there, to sign up for your session, your workshop, your webinar, to get people to book a phone call with you to close the sale, or any combination of the above. We're going to cover whether you should use video or text. We've got copy templates for everything that we're going to be filling out step by step to make it super duper simple. In fact, I'm even going to share with you some of our best converting quiz funnels right now across multiple markets so that you can emulate what's working without having to reinvent the wheel. We also cover your report and post quiz follow-up sequence, email follow-up sequence, giving people your quiz report, how to create a report that's not only something that delivers the results, but serves as a sales tool to create demand for your product or service. We're going to cover the format, structure, and design for your report. Including a template that gives you everything that you need to fill it out step by step. We're going to cover post-quiz email segmentation, whether you should use segments, email lists, retag people, or more. We're going to cover how and where to customize your emails based on a person's quiz answers, the 3 most important things to customize. We're going to cover how to keep people engaged and subscribed, how to get people to trust you and love you and want to work with you. We're going to cover the optimal number of emails, specific types of emails, specific length of emails, and more. And then we're going to wrap things up by covering optimizing, scaling, and beyond. In other words, how to not only launch your quiz and get your first 100 to 1,000 leads, but how to scale that quiz to 10,000 people, 100,000 people, and beyond. We're going to cover the exact conversion rate benchmarks that you want to be aiming for, exactly what to do if you're not hitting these benchmarks, and more. What to test, in what order, what tweaks to make. We're even going to go behind the scenes of actual real-life quiz funnels that started out not working but became profitable after making a few tiny but critical changes. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, how much is this experience going to cost? Well, before we get into the investment required to be part of this, I first want to talk a little bit about the free bonuses you get access to, beginning with bonus number 1. Bonus number 1 is access to the software. Now, when you move forward here today and join us at this Quiz Funnel Bootcamp, you will get access to our brand new, newly updated Bucket 2.0 enterprise level software. Our first generation software was used by over 30 million people around the world, but when you move forward here today, you get access to our newly updated enterprise level 2.0 software that we've secretly built over the last 18 months, and people are saying that this second generation software is ridiculously good. In fact, let me take you through some of the unique features that you get access to inside the software. And I'm going to do this on my screen right here. If you bear with me 1 second, we pull it up on the screen. This is an example of what your screen is going to look like when you log into your software account. You can see right here, this particular account has had over 100,000 people take a quiz. You got some of our favorite funnels right here. What I want to do is take you inside 1 or 2 of these funnels. Let me go through this one right here into something called Canvas. So Canvas is where your entire funnel gets laid out all in one simple screen. You can see right here the entire question basis is all right here. If I want to add a new question, I can simply drag it from the left-hand side of the screen right here. I can move it right here. I can put it in between these questions. If I want to add a connection point, I'll zoom in here so it's a little bit easier to see. I can simply zoom in and I can connect it to this answer option right here. If if I want to add a skip element, if I want to skip this from one question to the next, I can do that. I can make this go all the way over here if I want to do that, put it in place so that it can skip questions. You've got branching logic and skipping logic. You can do what's called outcome mapping. Outcome mapping is basically where you're able to map a person's results to one of several possible outcomes. So for example, if I want to correlate this response right here to a outcome, I can do that simply by checking off one of these boxes. You can do real-time lead scoring. What that means is you can score people's responses based on their answers and then put them into one of several buckets. So for example, if you want to put your hottest leads in one bucket, maybe follow up with them right away, maybe you want to get on the phone with them, you can do that. Versus if you have other leads that are maybe not as high quality, you might want to send them in a different bucket. You can do all sorts of things like modify and edit the questions. Like for example, if I pull this up right here in the builder, you can add image options to the choices if you want to do that. So you can add images to different options. You can randomize the choice order. You can do all sorts of things like add a progress bar, next button, customize the colors and make it fit with your branding. If you want to change this to from orange to blue, you can do that super easily like you see right here. But it gets even better because Bucket is not only a quiz building tool, it's also the tool that you can use for building your entire funnel as well. In fact, you can build all of your pre-quiz and post-quiz pages. So you can check it out right here. You can see in this example right here on the screen, this is an example of a page built right here inside the software. This is one of our quizzes. What type of funnel is right for you? If you want to make changes, you can see just how easy it is. If I want to say what type of funnel is right for your company instead of your business, I can make that change right now. If I want to undo that change, I can just hit the undo button right here on the left-hand side. It takes it back to the change that I can see right there. If I want to change a logo, I can easily do that. Change an image, I just double click on the image and I can make the change right here inside the software. So not only does this tool allow you to create your quiz, but it allows you to create all your pages as well, meaning it can replace whatever tool you might be using right now for building pages or funnels. You can use this for everything. And not just quizzes, but you can create any type of funnel as well. Webinar funnels, landing page funnels, lead magnet funnels, and much, much more. Everything is mobile optimized, so that way it's automatically designed to work no matter what device someone might be using in their business. Now, in addition to Canvas and Builder, you also have all sorts of incredibly powerful advanced features as well. Like, for example, you have the ability to add any sort of tracking codes to a person's business, to a quiz inside your account. You have the ability to add UTM variables. You have the ability to do what's called field logic. Field logic is what allows you to, for example, have custom fields based on a person's quiz answer. So that way in your follow-up marketing, just in the same way you might say dear first name, and you have the person's name, you can have their quiz answers in there. So if you're someone who is, for example, maybe the quiz answer is an e-commerce business owner. If you're someone who's an e-commerce business owner, then I've got an important message that you might want to pay attention to. You get notified anytime a quiz, someone takes your quiz. You can send the quiz results emails right here without having to use any sort of other software in your business. But you're able to connect all of the software that you might be using in your business to this technology. So for example, if you want to push a person's quiz answers, you can push them to whatever technology you might be using. Like, so for example, your email software, if you're using a platform like MailChimp or Ontraport or Infusionsoft or ConvertKit or Drip or just any of the number of tools that are out there, Bucket connects with over 1,000 different software technologies, meaning that you can grab all these quiz answers. Like, for example, this one right here. Maybe you want to grab a person's business type, e-com, digital, affiliate marketing, client services, local small business. You can take all this information and you can push it directly to your CRM. So you can push all this information directly to whatever tool you might be using in your business. You can connect your Google Analytics account, your Facebook account. This one's huge. You can use the Facebook direct integration to capture all of the quiz answers in your quiz, and then you can connect it back to Facebook and use it to create custom audiences of people. Like, for example, maybe you want to create a custom audience of people who answered your quiz questions in a certain way. Maybe you want to do a separate content campaign for men versus women. Different case studies, different examples. You can do that using the power of Bucket and the Facebook integration. You can do the same thing with Google Analytics, which allows you to do the same thing with Google, Google Display, Google Search, even YouTube. Imagine serving custom YouTube videos all based on a person's quiz answers. You can do that with what you are looking at right here on the screen. But it gets even better because in addition to the Canvas, the Builder, all the deep integrations, you also have the ability to build your quiz based on a multitude of different templates that you have access to. These are templates on all sorts of different businesses, all sorts of different markets. Like, for example, I'll pull one up right here. If we go to my screen, let's see right here. Oops, got to reload my screen. Come back to me for just a second. I'm not sure what happened right here. Let's see if I can log out and log back in. See if we can get things going here. All right. Bear with me one second. I'll show you an example of an actual template here. And just bear with me one second as I log myself back in. I might have just logged out. Hang tight. See if I can pull this up. Of course, needing to re-log in right in the middle of a live demo right here. Let's see if I can pull this up right now. Great. Let me share this screen right here. So here's an example of a template inside the software. And you can see this example right here. Here's a template that you can use that you can simply use as a starting point. You can customize all of the features, all of the images, all of the text, and you can use this to create really anything that you can imagine in your business. But it gets even better than that. If you bear with me one second and come back to me and just be really mindful of that. Let's see. Another cool feature that we're just launching right now that I could not be more excited about is something called Quiz Cart. Quiz Cart allows you to collect your revenue directly on the back of your quiz. And you can see right here, here's the Quiz Cart in action. You're able to create custom checkout pages all based on a person's quiz answers. So maybe you want to send people maybe from, let's say, I don't know, you've got a quiz and let's say it's a simple quiz. You know, you put people into one of two buckets. Do you have a standard poodle or a toy poodle? Which one is best describes you? You might want to drive people to a standard poodle sales page or a toy poodle sales page. You can also do some really cool things like drive people to a different one-click upsell flow based on a person's quiz answer. So if, say, someone says that their biggest problem with their poodle is that their poodle bites, well, you might want to send people to a one-click upsell based on biting. If they say their biggest problem is barking, you might want to send to a barking one-click upsell, and so on and so forth. So you've got all sorts of cool functionality where you can actually collect cash, collect income right here inside of buckets, and you can see, you know, monitoring your daily revenue day in and day out. So if you just hang tight for just 1 second, what I want to do is I want to pull up a screen that really kind of summarizes everything that you get access to. Bonus number one, you get access to the brand new Bucket 2.0 enterprise level software, Canvas logic and scoring, builder and templates, analytics and tracking, field logic and more, pixel segmentation, over 1,000 integrations, a $4,500 value. You get access to this with this package here today. And that takes us to bonus number two. Bonus number two is traffic. One of the biggest questions I get asked all the time is, how do you drive traffic to your quiz? What channels work best? And how are you able to get such cheap cost per lead with those incredible returns on investment of 200, 300, 400% on their ads? Well, when you move forward here today, you get access to our quiz traffic secrets training as a bonus. Everything you need to drive traffic to your quiz. The top 5 channels, including Facebook, Google, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and much, much more. We're going to cover both paid and free organic traffic on these channels, how to structure your quiz funnel ads, how to come up with the copy for your hook, your headline, your body, your call to action. We're going to cover what ad formats convert best for quiz funnels specifically. And we're going to hook you up with our collection of fill-in-the-blank quiz funnel ad templates, specifically designed to drive leads and customers straight into your quiz. We're going to cover audience targeting, including who you should target with your quiz. Should you be targeting more broad-based audience, or should you narrow your targeting to be more relevant to your offer? We're going to cover how to get started if you are a complete beginner, and much, much more. This is exactly how every single one of those examples is getting the results that I shared with you earlier here today, from $6 a lead to 76 cents, $2.59 to 23 cents, from $1.67 to 14 cents per lead, over 1 million leads at a return on investment of 400% and more. our quiz funnel traffic secrets training. Everything that you see here is a $2,500 value. You get access to this for free when you move forward here today. But again, it gets even better with bonus number 3. If you remember a little bit earlier, I shared with you an example of how if you've got no product right now, no problem. In fact, you can just find other people's products online and sell them as an affiliate. Like, for example, if you're wondering, what if I don't have a product? Can I use this approach? Absolutely. And I've shared examples of this from total beginners using this approach to people generating millions of dollars a year. So bonus number 3 is no product, no problem. Excuse me. We're going to cover everything that you need to sell other people's products as an affiliate on the back of a quiz. But we're going to do something even better than that. We are going to actually give you one of our best converting quiz funnels, one that we've personally created. I personally created myself. We're going to load it directly into your Bucket.io account, and we're going to give you one of our best-selling products that you can sell as an affiliate, all designed so that you can begin generating immediate sales. In other words, we're going to give you a quiz. We're going to give you a product that you can sell, and you can start generating revenue immediately. In fact, we're even going to show you how to drive traffic to the quiz and give you everything that you need to be successful. So, bonus number 3, no product, no problem. We're going to give you one of our best converting quiz funnels and one of our best selling products that you can sell. It's a $5,000 value. It's yours for free. So that's bonus number 3. But it gets even better when we get to bonus number 4. Bonus number 4 is as follows. See, one of the things I didn't share a little bit earlier here today in my own personal story is the fact that along the way, one of the things that helped make me more money than anything else was building quiz funnels for other companies. In fact, I would charge a 55-5 model. I would charge $15,000 to $50,000 up front, plus a $5,000 a month retainer, plus a 5% royalty on gross sales. So 55-5. Now, the royalty payments were something that started to add up and make a lot of money. You can see right here, I'd have royalty payments of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. In some cases, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month or more. And you can see from this calculator right here, when you do the math, you could have as little as 5 clients. 5 clients that you charge $5,000 to create a quiz. And again, I was charging $50,000, so you charge 10% of that fee. $1,000 a month retainer, which is next to nothing. I would charge $5,000 a month for a client retainer. And a 5% royalty on gross sales. You get 5 clients, and you could be making 6 figures. 6 figures with as little as 5 clients using this approach. And we've got people who are doing this all day, every day in our market. People like Marvin, who's over 60 years old. He had no background in quizzes, had no idea what a quiz funnel was not that long ago. Now he's charging $10,000 to $20,000 or more building quiz funnels for other clients. And we have people in our community in all sorts of different markets and geographies and corners of the world doing this very thing. So bonus number 4 is this. How to capitalize on the lucrative opportunity to build quiz funnels for other businesses. This is a $15,000 value. I'm going to show you where to find your first client, what to charge on your first deal, how to close clients over the phone and email and text. People, again, are charging anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000 right now, meaning you can get one client. One client could be worth over $5,000, literally doing this with no experience whatsoever. We're going to walk you through how to do this step by step. And so it's a $15,000 value that you get access to for free when you move forward here today. Now you might be asking, well, how much is it going to cost? Well, think about how much it's worth. We've got clients that are doing, $200,000 a month, $2 million a year, $300,000 in just 5 days, doing $40,000 a month in revenue, $5 million launches, $24 million a year, selling their businesses for $183 million. Now, I get it. You see numbers like that, and it's like, but what about regular people, right? Well, let's take a look at some regular people. People like you and me, people literally who were on a presentation just like this and who said, all right, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to do this. People like Dana Abraham, who's making over $1,000 a day. A mom with 3 kids doing this in a parenting market. People like Buck Rizvi, a dad making $7,000 a day selling weight loss supplements online. People like Gabby Rass making $20,000 a month in the horse training market. People like Janine Samuels making over almost $250,000 a year teaching young women how to become professional cheerleaders. People like Jamal Miller in the Christian singles market who went from $17 an hour to $500,000 a year, because of his investment and because he decided to take the leap and do this in his business. People like Neil Gordon, who went from driving for Lyft to over $100,000 a month. People like Dr. Tanji Watkins, who went from nothing to over $20,000 in less than 30 days using this step-by-step approach. So you may be wondering, well, how much is this going to cost? Well, consider this. To work with me privately, if you said, hey, Ryan, I just want to hire you, that's a rate of $5,000 an hour. And that's a real number. It's not a made-up number. It's a number I've been charging all the way going back to 2014. And to get through everything that we're going to be covering in this 3-day boot camp, it would take 25 hours. So if you do the math, 25 hours times $5,000 an hour, you'd have to pay $125,000 to get access to this information if you wanted to hire me privately to go through this step-by-step. But the good news is this. It's not going to cost anywhere near that. In fact, it's not even going to cost over the $10,000 it would cost if you were to fly to our office and do this in person. Not to mention the travel cost, not to mention airfare, which is crazy right now, by the way, not to mention hotel fees, which is insane right now. I don't know if you've tried to book a hotel, but it's incredibly expensive. When you put it all said and done, if you were to bring like you and a team member, it's going to cost you over $20,000 to $25,000 to fly out to Austin, sit with us in person and do this. But it's not going to cost $25,000 or even $15,000 or even $10,000 to join us at this upcoming Quiz Funnel Bootcamp. In fact, we have a one-time special offer here today where you get access to all $27,000 worth of bonuses that we've talked about. The quiz software bonus, a $4,500 value. The quiz traffic bonus, a $2,500 value. The affiliate quizzes bonus, a $5,000 value in and of itself. The Quizzes for Clients bonus, a $15,000 value. A total value of over $27,000. Forget this. Just 3 payments of $9.99 plus $99 a month, or you can save $500 by making 1 payment of $24.99 plus $99 a month for ongoing unlimited access to your very own Bucket.io enterprise level software account. Now, I know some of you might be saying, Ryan, this sounds all amazing, but look, is there any way I can just have you and your team build my quiz for me? Well, we've decided to do something crazy when you move forward here today, and that's this. It's what we call the Ultimate Super Bonus. And the Ultimate Super Bonus is this. In addition to everything that you get access to here today, on top of all of that, when you join us today live on this session, we are going to build your entire quiz funnel for you. That's right. All you need to do is give us your content and your questions, and we will handle all the rest, and we will build your quiz funnel for you inside of Bucket 2.0. We're going to build out all your pages. We're going to build out all your questions. We're going to build out your lead capture. We're going to build out your canvas. We're going to build out your post-quiz page. We'll set up all your analytics and your tracking and much, much more. This is a $10,000 value. We will build your entire quiz funnel for you. When you move forward here today, you get access to this Ultimate Super Bonus for free. Now you might be wondering, why am I doing this? Am I insane? Well, the reason why we're doing this is to generate success stories. I want to celebrate your success. I want to be able to celebrate your success like the hundreds of other examples that you've heard me talk about and mention and share with you here today. I want to celebrate your success. I want you to be the next great quiz funnel success story. And I know that the best way to make that a reality is to not only give you access to the training and support and technology, but to take the single biggest burden off your shoulders, and that is to build your quiz for you. The only catch? This is a special offer live today only, and this Quiz Funnel Bootcamp is by application only. That's right, you must apply in order to be considered for one of the spots available at this bootcamp. Now, the good news is this. You can apply today 100% risk-free. You can apply today 100% risk-free by submitting a fully refundable $100 application deposit. And the way it works is simple. If after applying you are not accepted into the bootcamp, or if you change your mind for any reason at all, you will receive 100% of your application deposit refunded back to you. No questions asked. It's really as simple as that. So this one-time special offer here today to join us at the upcoming Quiz Funnel Bootcamp, which is happening August 16th, 17th, and 18th, 2022, right around the corner. It is a virtual experience, meaning you can enjoy it from the comfort of your home. You can participate from anywhere around the world, plus over $37,000 in bonuses, the quiz software bonus, the quiz traffic bonus, the affiliate bonus, the quizzes for clients bonus, plus the We Build Your Quiz Ultimate Super Bonus for you. Total value of over $37,000 for just 3 payments of $9.99 plus $99 a month. And you can apply now by submitting a fully refundable $100 application deposit today. And the link to do so is buildmyquiz.com. That's buildmyquiz.com. Now, I know that there are questions. I want to take some time to answer as many questions as I possibly can in today's session. So bear with me one second. I'm going to pull up my screen. I know there are a whole bunch of questions. Yes, the link is buildmyquiz.com to get your application in and join us at the upcoming Quiz Funnel Bootcamp. I want to take a moment to answer as many questions as I possibly can. And what we're going to do is we are going to put the static slide up on the screen, and I'm going to get to the questions as soon as I can, including the first question that I see here, which is, okay, so what is the deadline to take advantage of this opportunity? We are going to put a countdown timer up on the screen in just a moment, not just yet. We're going to set to that countdown timer for 42 minutes. 42 minutes. We have until the top of the hour to do this, 42 minutes on the clock. And the reason for that is we're doing a special early bird opportunity that is good today, right here, right now, that gives you access to all of these bonuses that you see right here, and that super bonus where we will build your entire quiz funnel for you. Now, speaking of that special opportunity, what I want to do now is I want to walk you through the page itself. In fact, if you go to that link with me, buildmyquiz.com, and we pull it up on the screen, buildmyquiz.com, you're going to see here that this walks you through everything that you get access to when you apply now. So you're going to see here that when you apply now, you click this big orange button that says Apply Now. You're going to get access to everything that you've heard me describe. So yes, we're going to work with you to get your quiz funnel done in just 3 days. This is a live virtual training experience, dedicated implementation sessions where we work with you basically in 3 days, and you're going to turn in a piece of work. Our team's going to take this information and we're going to build your quiz funnel for you. We have small work sessions. You get all the bonuses that you see right here, including the enterprise level bucket technology. You get access to the no traffic, no problem traffic secrets, quiz funnel traffic secrets training. You get access to the affiliate bonus, the quizzes for clients bonus, that fast action super bonus. This is the big one, guys, where our team is going to build your quiz funnel for you. Everything that you really need to build a quiz funnel in just 3 days. So this is a live virtual 3-day experience where I'm going to show you step by step how to build, launch, and measure and create your quiz funnel through the whole process that you see right here. Instead of spending months or even years figuring out how to make a proven quiz funnel, we're going to cover the essentials of it at the bootcamp. So you can see all the bonuses right here. Again, it is over $40,000 of value. You can get started for just a fully refundable $100 application deposit here today. And let me walk you through what happens once you've submitted this fully refundable $100 application deposit. When you click on this button that says Apply Now, it's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. And you can do this with me when you go to buildmyquiz.com. We'll invite you to fill in your first name and last name and email, your billing information, your credit card information. Check this box right here. And what will happen is when you click this Apply Now button, you'll be directed to a page with a series of questions. And we will ask you a series of questions that are really designed to help figure out if this is the right opportunity for you, if you're a good fit for the opportunity based on what you're looking to accomplish, what your goals are, and then if you are a potentially good fit, we will invite you to book a call with a member of our team where we'll sit down and have a conversation with you to better understand your business. And if you are a good fit, invite you to take one of the few spots available at this upcoming Quiz Funnel Bootcamp. If it turns out that you are not a good fit for any reason, or you decide that you don't want to move forward for no reason at all, the $100 gets refunded back to you. Otherwise, the $100 gets credited to your account and to your tuition to join us at the bootcamp. So the link is buildmyquiz.com. All right, next up, we're going to stay on the static slide, and we're going to pull that static slide up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the other questions that I see coming through here inside the group. Okay, what are the dates again? Again, the dates are August 16th, 17th, and 18th. I think it's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. August 16th, 17th, and 18th. Roughly 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time. So, business hours in the United States. We've got people who attend from all over the world. If it's in a different time zone from you, you adjust your time zone for a few days and get 3 months of work done in 3 short days. Next is, what if I can't make it live? Well, look, this is a live experience. I'll tell you, some people block their hotels, and it's as if you were traveling to Austin to be here in person with me. At our headquarters here outside of Austin, Texas. But instead of having to spend time on an airplane, book a hotel, pay for air travel, pay for time away, get a babysitter, a dog sitter, a house sitter, just all the wasted time that you spend the day before, the day after, instead of having to deal with all that, you can quite literally attend right from the comfort of your home. No travel expenses, no time away from family, super concentrated, and absolutely no wasted time. Next question is, if I can't make it live, or if I choose to, can I also get access to the recordings? Yes. And the reason for that is, in addition to the standard general admission, we also have a VIP ticket option, which is only $500 more. And this VIP option gets you access to all of the recordings of the entire event. So in addition to getting access to the recordings as a VIP member, you also have access to a few special VIP perks, including VIP special networking virtual lunch, as well as a special private VIP bonus session at the bootcamp, where you're going to get to meet our entire team of senior marketing experts, get an inside look into how we build quizzes here at the Ask Method company, and get your questions answered by our senior marketing experts. That being said, if after you're accepted to join us at the upcoming bootcamp, even if you decide to upgrade and choose the VIP option for only $500 more, so you can get access to the recordings, the VIP networking lunch, the VIP bonus session. You still do want to attend live. I can't stress that enough. I mean, this is really designed to get 3 months of work done in 3 short days. And the reason for that is, first, this 3-day experience is designed to get the work done. Yes, you're going to learn a ton, but it's designed to just get your quiz done in 3 days. Second, it does take a little bit of time for us to get the recordings together, so keep that in mind. And finally, third, there are always sections of the bootcamp where we share stuff that stays in the room that doesn't make it into the recordings. Things like the work sessions, the small group breakout sessions, the live hot seats, the teardowns where we look at actual data and sensitive information shared by members of the audience. Those sessions never make it into the recordings. Those are only available at the live experience. So what happens in the virtual room stays in the virtual room, so to speak. So even if you choose to upgrade to the VIP option to get the recordings and all the bonus sessions, I still highly recommend that you attend as much of the bootcamp as you possibly can live in person. Next question is there a payment plan? Yes, there's a payment plan. The standard general admission is 3 payments of $9.99, or you can save $500 by making 1 payment of $24.99. That includes the done-for-you bonus, where our team actually builds your entire quiz funnel for you with your content and your questions that you provide. The VIP ticket option is 3 payments of $11.99, or you can save almost $600 by making 1 payment of $29.99. And remember, I just want to remind you, today you're only making a single payment of $100. You're just making a single payment of $100 here today, and that is a fully refundable deposit. Fully refundable deposit that you're making here today, that basically is the only thing that you're deciding to do here today is that you might be interested in joining us. That's it, that you want to learn more, that you want to get on the phone with a member of our team. Okay, next up is a question. Am I going to be learning how to build a quiz, or are you just doing it for me? Look, it's like the best of both worlds. We're going to go through the entire process in a concentrated, focused period of time, which you're going to learn, and then our team is actually going to build your entire quiz for you. So you're going to have a professionally designed and professionally built quiz. In fact, let me show you exactly how this process works. If you bear with me 1 second, let me kind of show you how we're going to be doing this together. So here's how this process works. If you go to my screen right now, over the course of the 3 days, we're going to go through a process where we're going to be filling in all sorts of information. We're going to be, like, for example, coming up with your copy and filling in this homework. You can imagine that at the end of the 3 days, you're going to be in a position where you're going to like turn in this homework. And then with this information, our team is then going to design your quiz. And so we're going to design your quiz like this one right here. Here's an example of a quiz that we designed for a client. Actually, let me zoom that in. So make this a little bit bigger. Here's a quiz that we designed for a client. We're going to take the content that we work on together at the bootcamp, so your copy, your questions, and we're going to design this quiz that you see right here. And then based on this information, you're going to say, yep, that looks good. And then from there, we're actually going to build your quiz. So if we go to this quiz right here, if you bear with me 1 second, this one right here that we are looking at on my screen, it's a version of it is right here. You can see right here, the dad quiz. So we're actually going to build your quiz. We're going to build out all the pages, all the questions, all the lead capture, all the canvas, everything that you've seen me show. For example, we're going to build out all this canvas that you see right here, all the questions, all the architecture. We're going to build all of this out inside of your Bucket account, set up all your analytics, all your tracking, everything that you've seen, and much, much more. Okay, great. Next question, we go to our static slide, is what is the refund policy? Great question. Well, because this program is a live experience, there are no refunds with this program. And the reason for that is simple. Number one, our team is going to be working with you live, and we can't get our time back. That's number one. Number two, once you sign up, you're taking one of the spots available from someone else. So it's kind of like the Super Bowl in a way. Like, there are only a certain number of seats. If you take one of those seats, it means that somebody else is missing out. And number three, we're going to be building your funnel for you at basically less than our cost, like less than what it would cost to get this done. Again, remember, we have people in our community that are charging $10,000 to $20,000 to build a quiz for other people. We're doing it at a tiny fraction of the cost. How are we able to do it at this price? Because we're doing it with a group of people all at the same time. If you were to do this one-on-one, it would be $25,000 or more to do this. And we're doing it at a tiny fraction of the cost. Now, that being said, you can see right here the 3 payments of $9.99 plus $99 a month. The $99 a month fee is for the ongoing access to the software. So once your quiz is built and gets turned over to you inside your software account, you get to run unlimited traffic to that quiz. In fact, you get to create unlimited quizzes inside your account. So if you want to create a duplicate version, if you want to create a copy, if you want to tweak it, if you want to create an entirely brand new, separate, different quiz yourself, you can do that. Unlimited quizzes, unlimited leads, unlimited volume, unlimited traffic, unlimited revenue through your quiz cart at just the incredibly low price of $99 a month. Just to put it in perspective, when we sell a seat to Bucket to a corporate client, the fee is a $2,000 setup fee plus $499, $500 a month for access to just the technology alone. So we're waiving that $2,000 fee. We're taking the $500 a month fee down to $99 a month. And the best part is there are no contracts, no long-term commitments, meaning you can cancel your account at any time down the road. It's really as simple as that. And remember, today, all you're doing today is submitting a $100 fully refundable deposit. That's it. Literally, you're just saying that I am interested in possibly getting one of the seats. I'm interested in applying. That's it. That's all you're doing here today. And look, if for some reason you're not accepted, or if for some reason you change your mind, say like you find out, you talk to your business partner later today, or you talk to your spouse later today, or your partner, and find out that, oh, you can't make the dates. All you got to do is just send us an email and say, hey, I can't make the dates. Can you please give me my $100 application back? And we will do that. Now, on the flip side of this, we consider applications in the order in which they're received. Meaning, if you're even remotely interested, get your application in, because that gets you in line. If you wait, you might not be able to even get in. So even if you're possibly interested, I can't stress this enough, I highly recommend that you get your application in as soon as possible, because we do consider applications on a first come, first serve basis. All right, I see that there are a bunch of questions that are coming through that I'm going to take a moment to cover here in the link. Okay, great. Okay, great. Yes, does Bucket have this is Azu's question, with the rise of iOS 14.5, privacy updates, do you have a built-in native Facebook conversion API integration? Yes, we do. And I showed it on the screen a little bit earlier. Stay on the static side, please. Don't go to this screen until I make it very explicit to do so. Bear with me one second. You can see right here. So we go to the screen, Facebook Pixel, Facebook Conversion API. This is the native server-side integration that you can see right here. Yes, absolutely, we have this. We have a best-in-class example version of this. It's one of the only native Conversion API server-side integrations that we have. And even more than just Facebook, but we also have the same type of integration with Google Analytics as well. So you can connect with your Google Analytics account. If we go to our static slide and stay there, what's the difference between your quiz bootcamp and the quiz funnel masterclass? Great question. So once a year, we do a 6-week quiz funnel masterclass. It's over 6 weeks, and it's an elongated experience. So we take 6 weeks to go through the process. This is a 3-day accelerated experience. So some people we find prefer to take the 6 weeks to go through the process and prefer that more elongated process. Other people say, you know what, I just want to get it done in 3 days. Like, I don't have 6 weeks to get this done. I want to get this done in just 3 short days. And if you're in that situation, the Quiz Funnel Bootcamp is a great option for you. Now, the trade-off is, of course, we're not able to go into all of the theory and all of the philosophy and all of the history and all of the depth that we might be able to go into in a 6-week course. But this is really just the 80-20, get it done, want to have a quiz funnel that is successful out of the gate. The 3-day Quiz Funnel Bootcamp is a great option. Great. Do users get customized PDF reports with the quiz results emailed to them? Yes, and that's one of the things that we'll be covering inside the bootcamp, Dr. Lanisha. Customized PDF reports with quiz results emailed to them. Question, do we have to pay $99 a month to keep our quiz active? Yes, again, it is a normally $500 a month fee to have access to that. We've taken that down to $99 a month, and that is unlimited leads, unlimited volume, unlimited revenue. You could have 1 million people take your quiz, and you'll never pay more than that $99 a month rate. If you want to have different versions of your quiz, clones of your quiz, it won't be any more than that. Next is, do we have to wait until the bootcamp to get our quiz built, etc.? That's what we're doing at the bootcamp, Claire, is we are designing your quiz together. So if you look at the time right now, where are we? In July right now, you could have your quiz done in less than a month from today. So yes, we can get the quiz done in that time. Again, otherwise, if you wanted to do one-on-one, it would be $25,000 to $50,000 to do a one-off quiz. This is a way to get access to that for 1/10 of the cost. Claude says, what if my digital course, my product isn't ready yet? That's great. We have a lot of people who are in that case, Claude. You can get your quiz built and designed, and you can either take it live when you're ready to go live, or you can start running traffic to it and start building up your pre-launch audience. If you remember Dr. Tanji Watkins, the woman I shared with you a little bit earlier, Jamal Miller, and some of the other examples, one of the things that they all have in common is they created a pre-launch list. It's one of the most successful strategies. And the reason for that is because you are able to build an audience of people who are interested in your product before you launch it. So that way, when you do launch it, you've got a line of people out the door waiting for you to launch. Think about it. If you're launching a restaurant, would you want to launch a restaurant or a business or any product to crickets? Or do you want to launch to a line of people out the parking lot waiting for you to launch your product and ready to buy? That is how you have success right out of the gate. So even if you're not ready to launch right now, great strategy is to build a pre-launch list with your account. Okay, great. Aside from this, do I still have to set money aside for ads and a landing page? No, the landing page is included in the quiz. So the landing page is part of the quiz. As far as running traffic, you can run organic traffic, which is free. You can run paid traffic. You can run at whatever budget is right for you. So we'll cover this inside the Traffic Secrets training. We'll cover a mix of paid traffic and free organic traffic and go from there. Next question is, when do we pay the $9.99 or $24.99? That's after you're accepted. into the offer. So after you're accepted, and again, it is first come, first serve. So again, the step is click the link, visit the link, type in the link, buildmyquiz.com. You'll submit a $100 application deposit. You will answer a series of questions, and then after you've done that, you'll be invited to schedule a call with a member of our team. We review applications on a first come, first serve basis and book spots. It's first come, first serve. So the faster you get your application in, the better chance that you'll be accepted. We do limit it because obviously we can't accept an unlimited number of people in this. So the faster you get in, the faster you go for here. Great. If you're a QuizFunnel Masterclass graduate, how much is this for us? It's a different offer, so it's the same price that you see here on the screen. It is a totally different offer. In fact, we have many people who have attended our masterclasses in the past, and they say, I want to come just to get my quiz built. I want to come just to have the accelerated experience. So it's a great opportunity to join here before. Do you have access to Bucket beforehand? Yes. One of the benefits of signing up now is that as soon as your first payment goes through, your first $9.99 payment or your $24.99 payment, you begin getting access to Bucket right away. So it's a great opportunity to get extra time with Bucket. And by the way, that extra time is totally free. We don't charge for that extra time. So it's kind of like a way to have extra access to the access to the software. Okay. Great. Yes. What if you want to give money away to nonprofit organizations? You need them to fill out to escalate. I get paid a percentage of this. Will this work in a questionnaire? Yes, absolutely. We have people who use, you can describe it as a questionnaire. You can describe it as an assessment. We just describe it as a quiz funnel, but really it's all of the above. Different words to describe different use cases. It's a diagnostic, it's a questionnaire, it's an assessment. Absolutely, you can do this. And we've got many people in nonprofits that do this sort of thing. Everything from nonprofits, anti-bullying nonprofits, religious nonprofits, civil nonprofits. We've got universities and educational institutions that use this process, so absolutely. Does Bucket support multiple quizzes and funnels? Yes, you can have unlimited quizzes, unlimited funnels. Are you building my quiz and my funnel? We're building everything that we've shown you here today. We're building that lead capture page. We're building that welcome page. We're building the question pages. We're building the outcome pages. So everything that you've seen here today. Lolita says, is your team going to help us come up with the right questions? Yes, that's what we're going to do at the bootcamp. We're going to work through the process of how to come up with the right questions step by step. What if those days, I'm not sure if I understand this exactly, what if those days we are working? Yeah, we've got people who take time off from, let's mark those all as done. We have people who take time off from work. And again, if you can't make the whole session, then you might want to upgrade to the VIP option, which gets you access to the recordings of everything, which is a great option if you are in that situation. Okay, great. Okay, great. Michelle says, I've already paid my $100. Awesome. I have to do the application now. I would go ahead. There's no reason to wait. I'm just answering further questions here. So Michelle, I would just keep doing it and use that for sure. Yeah, so go ahead and finish your application because again, the faster you get your application in, the faster you get to the front of the line. And it is first come, first serve. So I know there are a bunch of people right now that are racing to get their applications in. There's no reason to wait. And for those of you listening to me right now, there's also no reason to wait for you. Again, it's $100. Think about it. It's $100 and it's refundable. So like if you talk to our team and you find out something, you've got a question that you need to have answered, and you're like, oh, I guess it's not right for me. There's no risk. There's absolutely zero risk today. The risk is not applying and then either finding out that it's full and you're like, darn it, like I wish I would have done this, or not having a spot at all. So I would recommend doing this now. Okay, great. How do you embed on your own domain? We'll talk about that. So yes, you can have your quiz go to your own domain, like for example, right here, if we pull up, hang on one second, bear with me one moment. You can see right here, this is thedadquiz.com. So this is using the technology and it's on a custom domain. We have takethefunnelquiz.com. Here's one of ours in our business, Take the Funnel Quiz. You can see here on our website, if I go to askmethod.com, let's see right here. You can see we've got the quiz right here on the homepage of our website, free, what funnel is right for your business. And this uses the technology. So yeah, you can embed it on your own website. You can use your own custom domain. You don't have to have your own domain. I mean, you can use one of the bucket domains as well. Okay, great. Let's take a look at, stay on the static side, don't move it. Let me go through and see what we've got. All right, so let's take a look at some of the questions that I'm seeing right here. So, okay, so what is the format of the program? Well, the format is as follows. It's what we call a teach, do, review format. So we're actually it's a live interactive experience. So the way it works is like, we're gonna, imagine for a moment, we're gonna go through a step. And I'll spend about 15 to 20 minutes or so teaching a step, and then we're going to implement that step together, right? So we're going to do, actual work in real time. We do a mix of full group like this. We do small group sessions that you see right here, all of which is designed to get the quiz done. Like, you're going to have a quiz done that looks like one of these quizzes right here by the time that we're done. In fact, it truly is a get it done experience. You can see here so many different members of past boot camps just getting it done, right? Done. Boot camp done. Boot camp done. People getting leads in a matter less than 24 hours. I saw this question: how fast can you get results? Well, yes, this is one example. 145 quiz leads in less than 24 hours. Launching her Laura launching her quiz first day, first sale. You can see here, Mona, she did an unexpected release of her quiz, sold 2 of her product, like literally the day that she launched. First high ticket sale, right? You can see feedback from people who've attended. One of the reasons why we're able to get results like this is we bring the entire A team. It's not just me. It's not like just me talking for 3 days. Like, we have the entire team of quiz funnel experts working with you and supporting you behind the scenes. We've got people who said, it's the best experience, 10 out of 10 that they've ever had. I love that you go step by step, each step. It's so easy to follow. I love doing the implementation in real time. I love having the printouts, the interactivity. The entire team showed that you're incredibly well prepared for this. You can see here, NPS scores off the charts, just world-class NPS scores. 9.3 out of 10, 9.4 out of 10. People saying, look, I got more work done in a single day at a boot camp than I did with my $22,000 business coach in 4 months. People saying, is it me, or is it even at $5,000 this boot camp is a steal? And we've charged $5,000 and even $10,000 to attend past boot camp. So just when you think about that, we've priced this in such a way that it is as accessible as possible and allows us to invest in, you might be, where does the money go? Well, the money goes to the team of people that are going to be supporting you along the way, goes to the team of people that are going to be building your quiz, goes to all of the expenses to basically, develop and run and create and build the software. And you can see the results that people get. David says here, bottom line, I've already gotten a 4x return on my investment in this boot camp. And, so we bring the entire team to do this. If we go back to the static slide, okay, good. What if I want to take a bit more time to get my quiz? Great question. You've got a full 12 months after the boot camp is over to sign up for the boot camp to get your quiz funnel built. So let's say 3 days happens and you say, I want to think about it for a bit. I want to reflect on it. Or maybe you've got a product that you want to wait to build your quiz until your product is done. No problem. You get 12 months. And the 12 months begins the day after the boot camp is over. All you need to do is be a customer in good standing with an active Bucket 2.0 account. On the flip side, how fast can you get your quiz completed? Once we have everything that we need from you, the team can build your quiz, generally speaking, in less than a week. Once we have all of your homework, all of your content, all of that information, we can build your quiz in typically less than a week. You just need to be fully paid up for the boot camp, so paid in full. And that's one of the big benefits of choosing the full pay option. In addition to saving you $500, that full pay option gets you to the front of the line. It bumps you to the front of the line. So it's another great reason to join. What if you're not sure what to cover in your quiz? We cover all that in the boot camp. The entire boot camp is designed to come up with your quiz topic. We come up with your questions, the order of the questions, the timing, the sequence, how to frame your quiz before someone clicks on it, how to transition from your quiz to your offer. Basically everything from start to finish. We cover all of that. Next question, what if I don't have my product finished? Again, I covered this, but I'll really drill this point home. The best option for you is to use what we call a pre-launch quiz. So pre-launch quiz is the same process that Jamal used to go from $17 an hour to $500,000. He didn't have a business. He had no business, no website, no product, nothing. Went through this process. He attended one of our boot camps, created a quiz, why you still single, got over 10,000 people to take his quiz in less than 14 days, and then he surveyed the people who took his quiz, asked them what they needed help with, and he created a membership, a product called youngandmarried.com. Marriedandyoung.com, excuse me. You can see here, this is Dr. Tanji. Same thing, went through this process, had no business, created a pre-launch quiz, and built a coaching practice all on the back of this in less than 30 days. You can see the results. 3 clients in just 16 days. This is Janine Alley on the back of her quiz. 29 clients in less than 3 months. $5,000 in less than 3 months. $22,000 a month, over 13,000 leads. $17,000 a month in new income. $1.2 million in real estate. And I've shared these examples. I'll share them again. First sale ever. First sale ever. First sale ever. Here's a great example. This is a dog personality quiz. You can see here, this is Kathy, a member of our community. And look at her results. She got over 9,000 quiz leads on $3,000 of advertising spend. At an average cost of 41 cents per lead, she's getting a 3-to-1 return on her advertising, 3-to-1 return on investment. So when you're looking at what type of ROI, I can't promise an ROI. If we go to our static slide, I can't promise an ROI because I can't see a crystal ball into the future, and it's going to be dependent on you showing up, you doing the work, you doing your part. But when you combine 100% of you with 100% of us doing our side of the equation, you've got everything that you need to get your quiz built and performing for you. So buildmyquiz.com is the link. Again, we're down to the last 11 minutes before we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to answer a few more questions here, and now is the time to join. So Barrett, we've covered that. Once we begin, how could we expect to see results? How quickly? We have people who see results the same day that they launch their quiz. Okay, great. Let's see. Is the fast action quiz funnel tested? So the fast action quiz, the done for you piece, we're building a custom quiz for you. This is not a generic quiz. We're building a custom quiz for you. Amanda asks, what other training will we need to take later? For building a quiz funnel, it's all right here. Everything that you need for a quiz funnel. Now, a quiz funnel is I want to be fully transparent. A quiz funnel is a key piece of your business, but it's not an entire business. So I just want to make that clear. We're not going to be covering, if you want to learn how to hire a team, we're not covering how to hire a team. It's just not part of this equation, right? If you want to learn, other things like, doing a launch, doing a webinar, that extends beyond the scope of this boot camp. So, I've learned that there's always things to learn as a CEO. I've probably read, 1,000 business books in my life. I've taken, so many courses and training. So we're going to cover everything that you need to build a high converting quiz funnel and driving traffic to that quiz funnel step by step. Can you use the software for different clients if you offer this as a service? Absolutely. We have many people who do that. You can absolutely do that. Does your software sync with Ontraport or MailChimp? What information is shared? Yes, we sync with Ontraport, MailChimp, over 1,000 different pieces of software. Think about this. All of the quiz data gets pushed to your CRM. So all the quiz answers, all the email addresses, it all gets pushed over to your whatever tool that you might be using. Freddie says, I already did my application. See you soon. Awesome, Freddie. That is great to hear. Can this be used to generate leads for insurance agents? Absolutely. You could have a what type of insurance is right for you quiz, for example, and drive leads to different insurance agents. Will there be some Bucket.io training on how to use the software? Yes, we've got so much training on how to use the software step by step. You'll get access to all of that. Absolutely. How many quizzes do you recommend that we have? Well, it's a great question. I like to say your first quiz is unlikely to be your last quiz, but all it takes is one quiz. All it takes is a single quiz that can completely transform your business and, as a result, transform your life forever. Next question is, as I take a brief sip of my drink here. Okay, great. Thanks for bearing with me. Can you use this to sell other products as an affiliate? Yes. Remember, I want to remind you, you get access to that affiliate marketing bonus where not only are you going to learn how to sell other people's products as an affiliate on the back of your quiz, we're going to give you one of our quizzes. This is one of our quizzes that's been tested, that we've generated millions of dollars on the back of this quiz. We're just going to give you this quiz and let you drive traffic to it yourself and sell one of our products as an affiliate. So it's a great option to either supplement what it is that you're doing, augment what it is that you're doing, or heck, you might want to make it your main thing. So yeah, it's a $5,000 value. Not only are we going to teach you, but we're going to give you one of our best performing quizzes. I see the question, can you do this for other people? Yes, remember, when you move forward, we're going to give you that special bonus. This is the live bonus that you get access to here today. How to do quizzes for how to build quizzes for other businesses. So how to become a quiz builder and how to get paid really, really, really well to do this. It's one of the things I didn't even mention before that I'm going to give you access to is I'm going to give you my entire client agreement. So when I was doing this for other clients, I spent tens of thousands of dollars on legal fees, lawyer fees, just to draft up an agreement. So structuring your agreement so you get paid a royalty, structuring your agreement so you get paid rev share, just all the little nuances, all the little clauses. I'm going to give you this agreement that you can use for yourself, but you've got to sign up in the next 7 minutes and 24 seconds before we go dark and end this presentation to get access to that and all the bonuses here today. So I would encourage, go to buildmyquiz.com. There's no reason to wait, there's no reason to delay. Get yourself in. That gets you in line. The longer you wait, the greater chance you're gonna find out that we've ran out of spots. So don't do that to yourself. Get yourself in, buildmyquiz.com, get yourself in so you can get your application in. Remember, it's a $100, go to the static slide. It's a $100 application, $100 application to get to buildmyquiz.com. I see a question about languages. What if there are too many applications? Then we will start turning people away, Lakeisha. What if there are too many applications? We will start turning people away. We can't accept everybody, and we have done that, and we most likely will do that. I can tell you every time that we've done one of these boot camps, we have always filled up. Every single time we've filled up. I can tell you that this time will probably be no different just based on the volume of applications that I'm seeing come through right now as we speak. Okay. How long does it take to build a quiz if a beginner is building it for other companies? Well, you're going to learn the skill that you're going to have for the rest of your life. So you're going to see that going through this boot camp, you can get a quiz built in 3 days. You can get a quiz created, designed, built in as little as 3 days, and you're going to be armed with that skill. So, if you want to build quizzes for other clients, then, it's going to be up to you how quickly you want to move. Next question is, what about different languages? So let me just talk about some of the different languages. So these are examples of quizzes that our team has built in all sorts of different languages, from Norwegian to Italian. We've built quizzes in Danish. We've built quizzes in Portuguese, in Spanish, in Dutch, in Swedish, in German. We've even built quizzes in languages like Japanese and Chinese, all sorts of different languages. So if we go to our static slide, yes, we can build a quiz in any language that you can think of. And so, with that information, we can, you're going to give us the content. The way we can do this is because, we might not speak Japanese. You give us the content. We're able to build it in any language that you might want. Okay, great. Next question is, when are we doing this again? This is very likely to be the final opportunity that we're doing this year. We did a quiz funnel bootcamp in the spring of this year, which you obviously missed, and we're doing one now, which will be kind of like the first half of the year, second half of the year. If you missed this one, chances are, if we do it again, number one, I don't know what price we're going to charge because inflation, prices are going up. It's very likely that we're going to be charging more money. So, I don't want you to come back 6 months from now and say, okay, now I'm ready to move forward. And then you find out, wait, what, $5,000? It was like $3,000 a couple months ago. Yeah, that's just the way things are. So I want to be fully transparent. I cannot promise what price it'll be again, and I cannot promise, when it'll be. But I can tell you this, the best time to get yourself in is now. There is a window of opportunity right now in the marketplace, number one, and from a pricing standpoint that you're never going to see a better deal than the one that you see right here, right now, today. All right, so we're getting down, guys, to the last few minutes here. So I'm going to cover just a few final questions, and then I'm going to recap everything that you get access to here today. Okay, awesome. Okay, great. Is there a way to get into Bucket throughout the year? No, there is not. The only way to get access to Bucket is, again, to pay the corporate rate, which you can do, but it doesn't really save you much money. It's $2,000 for a setup fee. Plus $500 a month for access to Bucket. So I would highly encourage you just to get in at this rate, because you're actually gonna save in that way. Dennis says, thank you, I just paid the $100. Congrats, Dennis. Looking forward to your application. Claire says, I've applied. Thank you. That is awesome to hear. All right, so in the final 3 minutes, let's recap everything that you get access to here today. So again, you get access to the quiz software. Normally, it's $2,000 setup fee. We've waived that setup fee, and $499 a month. We're taking that $499 price down to $99 a month. So it's a huge saving in and of itself. Bonus number one. Bonus number two, the quiz traffic training. You can purchase this separately off our website for $2,500. We're giving you access to this for free. Next is our affiliate quiz. This is a live-only special bonus that you see here today. It's a $5,000 value. We're going to give you one of our quizzes that we've already spent a tremendous amount of time, effort, and money testing. We've made over $1 million on the back of this quiz. We're just going to give you this quiz. We're going to load it into your Bucket account, and you can sell one of our products as an affiliate. So it's like the product is done for you, the quiz is done for you, you just point traffic to it. So it's a great extra bonus. Bonus number four, the quizzes for clients bonus. We're going to teach you how to do this for other people. So what to charge, how to get your first client, how to close deals. It's a $15,000 value. I'm even going to give you our entire client agreement, which you get access to for free. Plus, the big one, guys, this is the big one. We're building your entire quiz funnel for you. That is a $10,000 value in and of itself. And again, it's 3 payments of $999. You can save $500 by making a single payment of $24.99. It's all happening live August 16th, 17th, 18th, so just like right around the corner. So your timing right now, if you're on here right now, is perfect. It could not be better timing that you decided to be here today. Good chance that this could be the last time that we do this year. Good chance it could be the last time we do it at this price. August 16th, 17th, and 18th. Remember, you can always upgrade to the VIP option and get access to the recordings, lifetime access to the recordings when you upgrade to VIP. The link is buildmyquiz.com, and you join by submitting a fully refundable $100 deposit. Remember, you talk to your wife tonight, you talk to your husband tonight, and you find out that there's a wedding that you need to go to. You say, sorry guys, I can't make it. You get the $100 refunded back to you. It's really as simple as that. So there's absolutely no risk. There's no risk at all. And by the way, I know you might be saying, well, what if I still have questions? That's exactly why we follow this process. You go to that link, submit a $100 application, and you will have an opportunity to talk on the phone with a real live human being, not a computer. Talk with a real live human being, a member of our team. We're gonna have questions for you because we wanna make sure it's a good fit before we accept you. You might have questions for us. That is the best next step. So go to buildmyquiz.com. That's buildmyquiz.com. And we're going to work with you step by step. How is this different from other things that we've done in the past? This is a done-for-you option. You sit with us for 3 days, give us your content and questions, and we actually create your quiz and build it for you step by step. So we go into a tremendous amount of detail. We go through a tremendously effective process. We're getting 3 months of work done in 3 short days. It doesn't get any better than that. The link is buildmyquiz.com. Get your application in. When you do it right here, right now, you get all the bonuses that you see on the screen. All right, we are going to wrap today's presentation up. You know what you need to do. I cannot wait to see your application. I see like a flood of applications coming through, which I'm kind of overwhelmed with right now. I'm super excited to be taking a look at them. Again, you go to that link, buildmyquiz.com. You are going to get to a page that looks a little something like this right here. You'll click that orange button that says apply now, and you want to do this now because we're technically out of time. So before we take down the page, make sure you get yourself in now. First name, last name, email, billing address, credit card info. It's just $100, that's it. This is gonna take you to a screen where we'll ask you a series of questions. After we ask you those questions, you'll be invited to set up a time to talk with a member of our team in the coming days. You'll have that phone call. When you have that phone call, you'll be able to get any of your questions answered. Our team will probably have some questions for you just to make sure that this is a good fit, because we want to make sure it's a good fit. We want to make sure that we can actually help you. If we can't help you, we'll tell you. We'll say, nah, it's probably not the best thing for you, and we'll give you the $100 back. If we think it's a good fit for you, then yeah, we'll say, hey, this is how we can help you. Then you'll submit your next payment. You'll begin getting access to the software, begin getting access to some of the bonuses, begin getting access to all the good stuff. It's really as simple as that. So One more time, the link is buildmyquiz.com. I can't wait to see your application, and I can't wait to build your quiz. Like, that's what I'm excited about. I can't wait for you to be the next great quiz funnel success story. Get yourself in at buildmyquiz.com at the upcoming Quiz Funnel Bootcamp, and I look forward to seeing your application. With that being said, we're going to wrap things up here. Take care. Talk soon. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you at the bootcamp.